In the world of historical analysis and theological debates, it's crucial to tread carefully and critically evaluate claims before accepting them as truths. One such claim that warrants closer examination revolves around the alleged connection between the Mubahala event in 631 AD and the subsequent deaths of Prophet Muhammad and his family members. One author made it a mission to spread illogical falsehoods about Prophet Muhammad and Islam by incorrectly making links between events and choosing how to interpret historical happenings. The author's agenda is obvious. Background of the story: the journey of the Christian delegation from the city of Najran to Medina was driven by a desire for dialogue and an exchange of ideas. In response to a letter from Prophet Muhammad inviting them to embrace Islam or pay taxes, the Christians embarked on a mission to engage in theological discussions. This meeting carried profound implications as it touched upon the core beliefs of both Islam and Christianity, particularly concerning the nature of Jesus Christ. The encounter eventually led to a pivotal point: the proposition of the Mubahala by the Prophet, a challenge where both parties invoke God's curse to prove who is lying. Claim number 1. The false claim suggests that the Mubahala challenge between the Christians of Najran and the Prophet is linked to the death of Prophet Muhammad a year later, suggesting that God cursed the Prophet for lying and being a false prophet, implying that the Christians were vindicated as truth-tellers. Counter-argument: the entire premise of connecting the death of Prophet Muhammad to the Mubahala challenge is undermined by the fact that the Christian delegation never actually accepted the challenge. As stated in the author's video itself, the Christians declined the invitation to participate in the Mubahala.
O Abul Qasim, we have agreed not to do the Mubahala.
Therefore, any assumption about the consequences of the challenge, such as invoking God's curse leading to their deaths, is void since the challenge itself never occurred. An agreement was reached for the Christians to pay taxes rather than engaging in the Mubahala. Claim number 2. The video also attempts to link the deaths of the Prophet's family members, Ali, Fatima, Hasan, and Hussain, to the Mubahala curse because they were present when the Christians declined the proposal, suggesting that the curse's supposed effects were responsible for their tragic deaths. Counter-argument: the author of the video contends that the Mubahala curse would take effect within the first anniversary, insinuating a direct link between the curse and the deaths of Prophet Muhammad's family members. However, this assertion falters when considering historical records, as the deaths of Ali, 661 AD, 30 years later, Hasan, 670 AD, 39 years later, and Hussain, 680 AD, 51 years later, occurred significantly later than the claimed immediate effect of the curse, highlighting the inconsistency and inaccuracy of the argument. The author even states the obvious contradiction, yet still tries to link their deaths to Mubahala. Again, Mubahala never was accepted, but even for the sake of argument, if it did happen, the author contradicts the idea that the curse should occur within the first year by presenting deaths that happened many years later. Conclusion: when evaluating historical claims, it's crucial to consider accuracy and context. Let's foster informed conversations and seek accurate information to truly comprehend the past.